bersuaranya sebegini dari rinti air, memang begitu kayak ini apa real seperti kejadiannya.
Jumpa kembali dengan keluarga Kusmajadi, dan saat ini kami sudah tiba di Banda Aceh, dan diterima atau menginap di rumah sahabat kami, Tante Yuni dan Om Jo di kawasan Jalan Cendana. Dan inilah hari ini kami akan diajak oleh keluarga Om Jo untuk keliling Banda Aceh dan melihat hal-hal yang menarik di Aceh.
We used Om Jo's car to go around Banda Aceh. After 15 years hit by tsunami, Banda Aceh has now bounced back. The economic condition of the city and its citizens has returned to normal.
Tempat yang akan kami kunjungi pertama adalah bot di atas rumah, yaitu salah satu ikon bekas rumah tsunami.
The situation around this historic location has changed completely compared to 13 years ago after the tsunami and earthquake. In the past, none of the permanent houses stood upright except for debris, but now this area has been packed with residents' houses. The boat above this house was still preserved as a historical object because it showed how devastating the 2004 earthquake and tsunami was. In the room, there was a list of local residents who were victims. The journey continued to pray Maghrib. Banda Aceh also has traffic jams. All the shops and stalls were closed after Azan. This closure was to provide residents and shop workers to worship in the masjid. This regional government establishes this policy through a regional regulation. That is why there was a sanction for breaking the policy, from reprimand up to revocation of shop permits.
Dicabut itunya atau kena denda itu.
Dendanya bisa?
Denda syariah. Paling nggak dia minimal matiin lampu aja, kalau dia nggak mau tutup udah repot, karena mati lampu aja, jadi close dulu, iya, close dulu, kayak ini hari tutup, nanti buka lagi.
We pray at the Baitur Rahman Masjid in Banda Aceh.
Ya pemirsa, kita sekarang ini ada di parkiran Masjid Baitur Rahman Banda Aceh. Parkiran ini sangat representatif dan nyaman, dan kabarnya baru dibangun sekitar 1 tahun kemarin. Ini jarang sekali masjid-masjid di Indonesia yang mempunyai parkiran yang sebagus dan serepresentatif ini.
The Baitur Rahman Masjid has become an icon of Aceh. It was renovated from time to time to become more elegant and beautiful. This mosque still stands firm despite being hit by the 2004 earthquake and tsunami. This masjid also became a silent witness to the struggle of the Acehnese against the Dutch colonialists first.
Iya, kita ditawarin tidur di satu kamar.
The next morning, we visited the Tsunami Museum. The location was in the city center. It was built very artistically by Ridwan Kamil, who is now the governor of West Java.
Sebegini gelap, sebegini bersuaranya, sebegini dari rinti air, memang begitu kayak ini apa real seperti kejadiannya.
Once inside, we were directed into the aisle where conditions were as similar as possible to the conditions when the tsunami occurred on December 26, 2004. The conditions in the tunnel were quite tense. The floor we trampled on was wet, the sound rumbled, and it was dark. After that, we will enter the well of prayer room. While looking at the names of the victims, a chorus of people recited the Al-Quran. After that, we went upstairs. We can see the models of the Tsunami Museum building and the hallway of the building. Tsunami Museum was very good. In the showroom, for example, we will get a variety of information, artifacts, and works of art that tell the earthquake and tsunami disaster in Aceh. In this museum, we get information that the earthquake and tsunami disaster has been recorded in various Acehese cultural works, such as the form of traditional houses and ancient books. The ancestors of the Acehese have conveyed the characteristics of tsunami, the dangers, and how to respond to the disasters. However, because of an internal conflict that lasted hundreds of years, these messages seemed to be forgotten.
Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
The clock, for example, was deliberately stored and exhibited because it was a high value of history. The clock stopped right when the 9.4 magnitude earthquake shook Aceh. Also shown mock-ups and dioramas when the tsunami first reached land. Besides history, we were also invited for culinary tours. We went to Sia Kuala restaurant, which was famous for traditional Aceh fried chicken. The chicken was crispy and very tasty.
Pak semua Pak.
At night, we were invited to eat at the Kruta Raja Sop Sum Sum restaurant. The soup contains bone from cow's knee. Marrow, which was served, consists of two types. First, the marrow was served without the bones and already been taken out from the bones. And secondly, the marrow was taken out by yourself using a straw. Well, for those who don't like marrows, visitors can still order beef or ribs.
Siapa yang ijak?
Tidak.